good when all the effects and stuff go down. I'm going to try to do some more like hands grasping from the base. I got to 3D print a bunch of that stuff along with a bunch of upgrades for Tim's stuff. So that's all coming along slowly but surely. There's a great deal of 3D printing to be done still. That is true. Random subject change, Tim says, but definitely considering the Strike Force build that allow you to build deep strike, that allow you to deep strike a tank now with the Terminator. What tank are you going to deep strike though? Is the real question. Like, is that a Land Raider situation in your mind? A simple Predator? Are you gonna go with something more on the, you have a Gladiator and a Primaris Repulsor? Damn! Okay, so here's my question. Can you deep strike a Repulsor full of dudes? Cause that's... Like, if you can... Firstly, I want to know what that would actually look like. Are you just tossing a repulsor out of some sort of dropship, and it's kind of bouncing its way down to the ground? And secondly, like, yeah, can you then have like your 10 Primaris or whatever? You don't believe so because you're the tank variant. Gotcha. Okay. So repulsor versus impulsor. That one versus the other. I can't remember which one's which. Not super important right at this moment, but yeah, that's a thing. Damn. That is some glory there, Nagash. 39 and 40. That's pretty well lined up at least. Annihilator. Nice. It's the, what's that? It's the lasers? Is the Annihilator? I believe. Predator is the, heavy blast. I might be getting those wrong, but regardless. Very nice. Feels weird to be talking mostly 40k while doing Age of Sigmar stuff, but at the same time, you gotta look at what tanks you have. I mean, do so. At some point, we should just have a tanks battle. Your tanks versus my tanks, because I got a lot of tanks too. I mean, you can be dudes and tanks, but like, you know. Sometimes I bring the tanks and people are like, I didn't bring any tanks. And I say, oh, no tanks? Bad pun there with all that. You're welcome. Primaris Repulsor, Executioner, and a Gladiator. Gotcha. I think I have Impulsors. And a Land Raider. Named, of course, after Arkan Land, not because it raids across the land. kind of silly name would that be? These guys. This is definitely going to be one of those models that I'm not going to be taking a lot of places, the way I understand this. Once he's done, I feel like he's going to be pretty well locked in here. Two-cut method here. finding a real book here, huh? Proceeds to get shouted at by all the actual bookbinders. I know at least one actual bookbinder. And 36. Awesome possessed little ghosty page. Love that. What's going on there, Tenno Fox? Valina, that's you, right? I am making it sure. This is, oh my gosh. It changed. We have a special new camera setup. This is Nagash, Lord of the Undead. Sorry, I have to do this just right. There we go. Nagash, Lord of the Undead. Not a Gundam. No, I don't make Gundams. I'll do mobile suits on occasion, but I don't typically do Gundams all that much. No, this is Nagash. This is a Warham. He's a magical boy. Or what's left of a magical boy. For he is a necromancer. Yes. Which one is this? This is this guy. I have to attach all of his magical bits now. Which is not as magical as one might have hoped an experience. Yeah, how are you doing? With this new camera setup, I now have to do different streams for Twitch and for TikTok, but that's okay. I don't mind scheduling that separately. Trying to find a new place to build a base in Pow World. Nice. How am I? I'm doing alright, all things considered. I'm trying to really get things going with the stream setup and everything for this year. Nagash is kind of my first big project with that. This will all be going on the Tubes of Yube and all that kind of things as well. So, you know, just making my way with that.